Good morning, morning breathers. It's been quite an eventful morning. But happy Thursday. We're here. We're live.
Good morning, morning breathers.
Yep. There it is. Where it's on delay.
Yeah,
That's kind of funky.
That is a delay, but we have it, so it's all good.
We're here, and that's good. Holy smokes. Okay. So happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
We were, I don't know. It's always eventful in here. I don't know why. Nick, you do everything you do normal every day. And some days things just don't line up or whatever. I think it's the heat.
Could be.
I think it's the heat.
Yeah, well, tomorrow's going to be cooler.
Nothing
so.
works very good in the heat. I
I
know
do-
this. I can't believe this, but my clicker for my garage,
Yeah?
if it's like above 90, I have to get really, really close, like this close
Really?
to my garage door before it works.
Well, that's interesting.
When it cools off,
No problem.
probably can be, kind of a normal distance.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's a thing for my damn garage, I can tell you that.
Well,
I struggled like you can't believe.
you almost had to get out of your car to open the garage door.
I did. For a time being, I did. It would not open. Flat out.
Yeah.
I was so mad at my garage guy, who's the greatest guy in the world. He didn't, Dan, if you're listening, I'm not really that mad. But I was so mad. How could this thing not work? And they blamed it on the metal that I've got inside my Chaliad.
Right.
Well, how come one door works just fine, Dan, and the other one doesn't? The one I use daily.
Right. It's against. It was a plot against you.
It is certainly. The gods were against me.
Yes. I had a situation once where I was parked in the garage and the spring broke. So, of course, it won't open.
Yeah.
And those damn doors are heavy.
Yes, they are.
And I had to get my truck out, so I've got it. I've tried struggling. I finally get it up. I put a ladder. The ladder's not quite tall enough. I had to put boards on top of the ladder to get the door high enough so I could get my Jeep out. It was quite the deal. Plus, those doors are just heavy.
Yes, they are. You had if you just had some kind of a rigging and you could catch a passing water buffalo, they could just hook it up and lift that door right up. Couldn't
There you go.
Passing, like that happens.
Right,
every day.
it happens. Some kind of. I was working on a pulley system. I don't know. Didn't
Yeah,
work.
little pulley
Little pulley system.
because you just have that laying around.
I do. I have. You would not believe the industrial strength pulleys I have in my garage right now. They're just sitting there waiting for a time to get
Because
used.
you can't throw them out.
You can't throw them out.
God dang it, Matt! You might need those someday. And you just had the day.
Speaking of, I saw a video this morning. This guy, he's like, I'm going to clean out my shop. I got all this extra stuff. I know I got stuff I don't need. And of course, it's a big joke. But then he got through and he says, this is my electrical box and I'm going to throw out everything I need. He goes, I had 13 of these red things, so I'm throwing away 3 of them. I might need the other 10.
Well, you got to have an even number.
You got to have an even number. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, that's like me. My garage, I got stuff in my garage I don't even know how to use.
Guys are guys. We just can't. I can't throw stuff away. I'm getting better, but you just might need it.
Every now and again, I get on a kick, and when we moved out of one of our houses, I rented one of those big roll-off dumpsters.
Yeah.
It was the most cathartic feeling ever to fill that baby up. It was awesome.
Well, you got in the mood and you said, screw
Yes,
it, right?
Yes, exactly.
And it's going.
It's going.
I haven't used this damn thing and I don't know how long it's gone.
Yes.
2 weeks later, you needed that. I guarantee it.
Yeah, well, we got
Some
a lot
of
of we got a lot of other stuff that we don't need that we still kept. But so it's we still have useless stuff around. It's all right.
Yeah, we can accumulate.
Yeah, that's why I have 2 storage sheds.
Indeed. That's just the way. That's just the way we're built. Isn't that right, Nick?
Correct.
Yeah, you don't know. You're too young.
You don't.
You collected things, right? You have things.
I have plenty of things.
You have things. All right,
Stuff.
so let's
Have
get.
stuff.
I don't know. We just started right in this morning.
We did.
We got Boss Man Matt here this morning.
What's up?
We don't have the glorious Greta.
No.
Because, well, it's a long story, but Greta, I think, deserves some time off, and she's got some stuff going, and so she's just away for this week.
She's taking PTO.
Yeah, personal time. Yeah, that's what she needs. Whatever. Had a nice talk with her yesterday, and she was actually relieved when she said, "You know what? This works fine."
Because I don't have to sit with you jokers for
Yeah,
one more
the
Thursday.
poor thing. She's awesome though. Greta's awesome.
Yep.
And then we have producer Nick this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who? Okay.
But we
Well,
have
so
audio.
nothing's perfect.
No.
Peter will come in and he'll fix it or something. I don't know. He somehow has a way to get that camera to work.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Try those tricks. They don't work.
Yep. Well, Nick, who never really shows an ounce of panic, just quietly says to Matt this morning, we have no audio.
We have no audio.
Well, I said to Matt, do either of us know sign language? Of which we do not.
I know a couple signs that would be universal, but probably not appropriate.
Yeah. I know one.
One, and it's with one finger.
And it's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate.
Why would we do that to our listeners? So here we are. We're up and running though, so that's good. Thank you, Nick. You have no idea what you did you?
Unplug one.
Not one clue.
That's all that matters.
Let's do that the first thing tomorrow. You're coming in tomorrow, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Don't leave this crap to us. 'Cause
Yeah, because I haven't done it for a few weeks now.
I don't have a clue. So if it was up to me,
Yeah,
this would be our last show.
We might go dark.
If the whole thing was left up to me and you guys weren't coming back, I'm sorry, this is it.
Yeah, you could come sit here, just nobody'd see you.
I don't know how to turn it on
You
to make
do.
everybody even look at
You
me.
wouldn't. You just sit here.
Oh, okay.
You can just talk to yourself.
Pretend.
Just
it's
a
pretend.
it's part of your routine.
podcast.
You just come in, set it there.
is,
We'll
you
turn
know.
the lights on. You don't have to sit in the dark. But
That'd be great. That'd be great. Okay. So the Southeast Iowa Video Network, we're sponsored by KCTC.
thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC. See, when there's not a lot of people here, I get it right. Did you notice that, Nick?
I did notice that.
The pressure of a crowd gets to you.
I don't know what there is. I don't know. Some days I struggle making words come out of my mouth.
Don't we all?
It just is what it is. The Morning Breath crew, the three of us this morning, we're sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks, Willie. All the Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Freshes in your neighborhood, because they're everywhere.
They're all over.
They're all over. Let's see. I want to talk some wrestling news.
Oh, everybody's leaving.
I just heard yesterday that we lost Zach Glazer.
Yeah.
197.
Yeah, I know. And so there's supposed to be this kid from Arizona State coming in, this teamer, who was
Pretty good.
He got second last year.
Uh-huh.
And he was gonna come in, and maybe he still is, but he's not enrolled. But anyway, he was at 197. So I
Yeah.
wonder if Glazer thought I'm out, and then that kid's not here.
I thought Glazer left already.
Yeah,
I thought he already committed to North Dakota.
South
South Dakota?
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
anyway,
Dakota.
he's gone. Glazer's gone,
Yeah.
and this teamer's not there.
I thought Glazer left because maybe they were dangling,
Oh, Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
but they let Ferrari go a long time
Yeah, a
ago.
long time ago. I don't know. Mom wants to know what we're drinking this morning.
I had one little shot of Mountain Dew.
That's all
I
it
couldn't
took.
drink it all yesterday, Mom, and I opened the fridge to get more cold water, and I had just a little bit left, and
That's all it took. Threw us off.
bada boom, bada bing.
Yeah. So anyway, I did see that we could have, versus last year, 8 new faces in the lineup this year that weren't there last year.
We lost another guy.
Seabricks left.
Kobe.
Kobe left.
But I was listening to this guy last night on YouTube talk a long time about this. Both those guys scored like 1.5 points in the Nationals.
Right. Yeah. But Glazer was like the story of the year last
He was
year.
a hell of a story. He was a great throughout the regular season. Had a really, really poor national.
Yeah, he did.
I felt bad for him. He was better than that. I
Yeah.
don't know if nerves got to him or expectation. I don't know what it was,
Right.
but he did not perform as expected. I know because I was there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. At Nationals. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I looked at one of the Facebook things. They do projected lineups. It's just fans. It's a fan
Yeah.
page, right? But I looked at the name and I'm like, I don't know half these people, which is okay if they're better, good. I'm all for it. But
This guy I was listening to said that two of these young athletes coming in were paid and were paid well.
oh,
And he said it's something. He says this somehow only happens to Iowa, and he freely admitted that like the rest of the world hates Iowa wrestling,
well, right,
and we're used to it.
right.
But he says I don't know why everybody else is, all the other programs are so tight-lipped because they're all getting paid. All these
Right.
transfers. The world is different in sport now,
Yep.
in college athletics, and nothing wrong is happening. There's no, there's no touching these guys when they're not supposed to,
Right,
meaning
right.
contact and
Right,
so on
right,
and so
right.
forth. But so any kid can change.
Yep.
And just say, hey, I don't want to go to this school. I want to go to this school. By the way, can I wrestle? And if that makes, that team better, the answer is hell yeah.
Hell yes.
So
Because we're all getting tired of getting pushed around by Penn State.
Penn State, and it's still going to be an
still gonna
uphill
be,
battle next year
So
or this coming season.
speaking of NIL money, everybody's doing it and everybody's paying their athletes. Did you see the football coach at Baylor? He made T-shirts up as everybody's wearing T-shirts. Says we pay athletes. He just says it right out there.
Might as well just
Just might as well get it out there.
eat that frog.
Yeah, exactly. Or something.
So I paid for my season tickets this year already for wrestling.
We haven't
I'm
yet.
getting pumped.
I heard they went up.
They did. Yeah, got to pay for wrestlers now.
Got to pay for the athletes.
Jeez. So they did, but as long as they put a good product out,
Hopefully,
I'll pay almost anything
I want to see
at this juncture.
I want to see Keeter.
It'll be interesting to see him. I hopefully he's a little bigger. He's a fit machine.
Yeah. He needs to be at 250.
It'd be better for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Coach Ferentz wants him at 250.
Well, he's off
but
football this year. He's taking a year off of football.
Oh, he did?
He did. He says, I'm going all in on wrestling for a year.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, he
See, you know more about it than I do.
Yeah, he bailed out of football. Well, he didn't bail out. He says he's going back to football next year.
Okay.
But he because he won the U20s or something this year,
Yeah,
this summer.
yeah.
And I think maybe that's in October or something. And I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, he
Yeah,
says.
there's a national team.
So he says that I'm taking a year off football. He's going all in on wrestling. See how that takes him. So he
That's
is
cool.
He is all in from day
cool.
one.
And we will get Nelson Brands back.
Yep. Gabe Arnold.
Yeah, Gabe Arnold will be full force.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going to put Patrick Kennedy.
They're not. He's not. He didn't have a spot.
I don't think he's going to make anything. And that's a shame.
It is. He's a
I
good
mean,
kid.
he did 2 years ago. Did he make the podium? I cannot remember.
I can't either.
I feel like he did, but like maybe 6th or 7th.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I'd have to look that up.
So,
Anyway, what else?
well, if we're going to talk sports,
Okay.
get off wrestling, people, the broader audience. So, Caitlin Clark.
Just start learning to like wrestling people.
Yeah, exactly. Caitlin Clark's lighting it up after the break. They beat Connecticut last night. Connecticut was the number 2 team in the league.
So that's 2 wins in a row.
That
I think so.
no, so they beat Atlanta. They lost somewhere along the line.
I thought the
Anyway.
only reason I say that is because I heard something on the radio that says they're going for their 2nd win in a row.
They're playing.
So I'm not sure.
They're playing really well after the break, and Caitlin's getting around 20 points in a game, and the Kelsey Mitchell is lighting it up, and so the team's coming together.
She is distributing the ball so well.
Yeah.
Caitlin is.
Yeah.
Is making the whole team better.
She is broken. She's continues to break record. Last night she broke the record for most 3-pointers made by a rookie. And there's still 9 games left in the regular season, and
It's getting that close.
I think they play 40.
Okay.
And they're 15 and 16 right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they were over 500.
No, but they lost like their first 9
well,
games
that's
in a row. or
because
something.
their start of their
Right.
season was like the most brutal ever.
Yes, and so they have an easier schedule in the back half. Although last night was a hell of a game, and
They beat the number 2 team.
yeah, and so they lost a couple games ago to Minnesota, I think, who was the number 1 team, I believe.
Oh, Minnesota is.
Yeah.
Better than Las Vegas?
Yeah, Las Vegas is 3rd or 4th. They're not
Okay.
bad, but they're As far as record wise goes, I mean they haven't played the playoffs
They're
yet.
going to turn the switch on. Las Vegas will.
So anyway, but Caitlin's just lighting it up. She's got multiple records every day. After every game, she broke some other
She's
record.
incredible. She's an incredible ball player. What she's done to that league. I'll tell you what's going to happen. She passes the ball so well. It is going to loosen up the people that are defending her, and then she's just going to step back and go swoosh.
Well, she is. She has such incredibly high standards. But when you watch the game, she's going like 3 for 8 or something on 3-pointers. So it's like, oh, that's whatever. That's kind of production, but that's not. It's I mean, she's got more 3-pointers than any rookie ever. But we have such high standards when we watch her. It's like she should make every shot. And of course, she's not gonna. But
she'll get better.
Yeah.
She'll get better at that shot.
Yeah.
And she's already better in the second half. She needed that rest. Could you imagine what a summer, what a fall away will do?
No.
I mean, you don't just quit when you're at that level. You just don't stop playing basketball. But she probably will for a degree to a bit. Anyway. What are you looking at me for, Nick?
What do you think, Nick? What's your opinion on all this? Let's talk wrestling, Nick. No.
Not all-star wrestling. Wrestling. Just some wrestling. All right, we better take a break, and we'll come back and do something. We'll be back. We hope.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Bring the kids and share the memories at the 2024 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Great food from the North Village or the Log Village. Plus, learn how to square dance over at the dance bar. This is the place where memories are made. Make plans now to enjoy the history of the past at the 2024 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 29th through September 2nd in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Good Thursday morning, breathers. Welcome back. I don't know. I didn't know if I should say hello to anybody. I see
Paula's
your mom is here. Paula's here.
My mom and Paula. That's it today.
And there's others that we don't hear from, like my grandkids.
Okay.
But they're probably listening, even though they start school probably a little earlier because they're on a 4-day week.
Yeah.
This is their Friday.
That's right.
And my daughter's probably listening. Jed's here. Hey,
there's Denise. There's Bailey.
See,
Bailey.
all I had to do was
Bailey
beg
always,
a little
I
bit.
know. Bailey always watches, and then she feels bad when nobody comments. So that's what she.
I felt like we didn't do Kristen justice yesterday. It was nice to hear from. Wasn't that yesterday?
Oh, Colleen's there. I didn't see
Kristen,
her.
see,
Yeah.
we just begged.
Jeannie.
Morning, Jeannie.
You have to beg. Now they're coming.
Come on, everybody.
Thank you all.
please comment so we know you're there. Okay. We have an update.
We have an update.
And this brings you great joy.
It does. So, in case you can't notice, I kind of get on little things, right? So, it's either snakes or cicadas. Now I'm on the water buffalo.
Cicadas just never got off the ground
just
for you.
Never did.
It tried.
I wanted it to.
We
so
didn't get
bad.
a cicada here.
I know. I was so disappointed, but the water buffalo has not disappointed.
Well, this was supposed to be a special year for the cicada.
I know, and it
It was
didn't.
we're going to have two of them. But one you only saw every 30-some years.
The only good news about the cicadas is that I went to my sister's in central Missouri, and I got to see some cicadas. It was a bit underwhelming, honestly, but there was a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but the water buffalo in Des Moines.
You got to tell this story.
It's actually in Pleasant Hill, and they named this thing Phil, Phill, so P Hill, Pleasant Hill, Phil. Jed's here.
Good thinking.
Yeah, so Phil the water
Somebody
buffalo.
put thought into that.
After several days, the water buffalo has been secured and is receiving treatment. It was sighted Tuesday night in a sand pit east of Pleasant Hill. Because it was getting night and storms were coming, they decided to wait till Wednesday. So on Wednesday morning, they got the Polk County Conservation, the Blank Park Zoo, the Animal Rescue League of Iowa, the Altoona Police Department, and the Des Moines Police Department to assist in securing Phil. And so they made plans to use a tranquilizer dart, which can take up to 20 minutes.
I believe I mentioned something about that.
Yeah. So
Don't shoot the dang
So
guy.
they coaxed this thing out of the water, and at like 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday, and fired a tranquilizer dart at it, and so the buffalo immediately took off. And so, but they were prepared. So they put multiple drones in the air to make sure they could follow this thing.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, so they tracked with multiple drones, and at 10 o'clock, they fired a second dart because the thing hadn't gone down yet. So that finally did it. So they immobilized him. He's loaded in a trailer and treated with reversal drugs, antibiotics, and vitamins, which is better than the shotgun blast that he got the day before, or a couple days before.
Did they find that bullet that bounced off his
So they
skull?
took him to Iowa State University Veterinary Hospital, where he's being monitored. So the water buffalo is receiving medical care, but the prognosis hasn't been released. The animal has been surrendered to the Des Moines Police Department. So the guy that the owner,
own it. He says,
but there's a reason why.
"Yeah, you take him. He's crazy."
Yeah, so he got surrendered to there. So the reason why he surrendered it, I'm guessing, is because this owner has a history of escaped animals, where he's lost with at least 6 goats and cows on the loose in neighborhoods around Pleasant Hill. Court records show. So this is not his first rodeo.
You know, good fences make good neighbors.
Yeah. So the most recent brush, besides the water buffalo, was in September 2020 when a Pleasant Hill police officer responded to a call about a rogue cow. I hate that. Rogue cows what do you do with a rogue cow?
You know, you get out of the way and let them
Get out of the way.
let them be rogue.
Exactly right. At least the cow doesn't have water buffalo horns. So, so at that incident, the officer worried that it was a black cow, and it was around University Avenue in Pleasant Hill, which is not it is
you know, there's a few
road.
cars that go around there.
Cars.
You get on the Purple Heart Highway there.
Exactly. So they were worried that a black cow would become a safety hazard as the sun went down and it would not be visible for drivers to see. So the officer shot the cow 4 times and killed it. Dead cow.
They're not easy to kill.
Well, yeah. So the owner pleaded guilty for having an animal not on a leash. So if he would have had his cow on a leash, not a problem.
You know, that's something you don't see every day.
Well, not ever.
I mean, you can see a halter on one at the state fairs and all the other fairs where the little kids walking around the calf.
But people just aren't casually walking.
But you're
their,
just not walking your cow.
Yeah, well, so he got charged $105 because it was not on a leash.
Yeah, well.
So a couple days later, the same officer returned to see if the owner had gotten rid of the cow's carcass, and he had not.
Yeah.
The cop said, I observed a mound of dirt partially covering a portion of the carcass. The officer said, I walked up and confirmed that he had not taken the carcass or cleaned it up. The carcass was still where it had been left on private property. Mm-hmm. So somebody else's property.
Oh, that's nice of him.
I'm guessing. I'm reading into this. Mm-hmm. So
got to pay another fine.
The owner pleaded guilty to failure to dispose of a dead animal and paid another $105, which is probably cheaper.
It is cheaper than calling the rendering truck. That's not cheap.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a good business beat? Go drive a rendering truck.
Well, good is a matter of perspective, I suppose.
Yes, it is. I'm not saying I want to do it.
Right.
But if my children were starving, I'd go drive a rendering
absolutely.
truck.
Absolutely. So in December 2016, the same guy pleaded guilty to having an animal at large and paid a $100 fine after his goats were found roaming free in the city limits of Pleasant Hill. and charges are being investigated about the water buffalo.
His livestock seem to feel that the city limits of Pleasant Hill are their stomping grounds, and their grass is greener on the other side.
Yes.
They
Well-
probably water their lawns
Well,
much better than
this
they
guy
were.
said he was before the water buffalo escaped. He was getting ready to kill it and slaughter it so he could eat it. And I think the word is out among the livestock that they need to get the hell out of there. Run.
That is an interesting stuff. That you find you hit the jackpot here.
Yeah, so I think that's it. I think that might be the final chapter.
Now, we got to see that this guy's going to get liquidated somehow. He's got
Somehow.
all of his
until
livestock
the
are
next
going
livestock
bye-bye.
gets out.
That's a great story. Okay, we are taking our last break, and then we'll come back and get set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
I am Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers and sellers, to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Happy Thursday morning, breathers. We're all back. Let's see, we got a show tomorrow, then we're going to be off.
We think. Yeah, we're off. Dark.
We're going to be off. We're going to be dark.
Dark.
That's
on Monday.
That's podcast lingo for those of you who don't know.
Behind the curtain.
Dark on Monday.
Yes.
There'll be no lights on. There's no lights
Not here.
There's no lights in on hell. There's only about 3 people in my life that would think that is funny, and I worked with them at Modine. There's no lights in hell, Matt, just so you know.
All right, well, I believe you. I'll take your word for it, I guess.
I don't know that. I haven't been there. It's just what I've read. Shall we get set for the day?
I suppose it's that time.
Okay.
7:45 a.m. on the 29th day of August. We're almost through with August already.
How about that?
I don't know.
September comes, the cool weather.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be 79 for tomorrow. Yeah. Temperature right now, 73 in Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, and Washington. Today, sunny to partly cloudy. Thunderstorms likely overnight. Potential for some to be severe. A high today of 90. So
last day of the hot.
Another day of hot. Things to do around Fairfield. Immerse yourself in ancient sound bath this evening at the Golden Magnolia Sanctuary in Fairfield tonight at 7:30. And I read the description of this, and it's
relaxing.
Possibly. There's like 6 or I don't know. There's a lot going on, but it's all soothing sounds. I think I'd fall asleep. Old Threshers officially kicks off today, starts today, and tonight performing is the Oak Ridge Boys on stage.
The Oak Ridge Boys are still going?
The Oak Ridge Boys. Saw a picture, still one guy with the big beard, still the whole thing.
I'll be darned.
Yeah. They start at 8 o'clock tonight, and the farmers market is tonight in Washington, and every Thursday, starting at 5 p.m. in downtown Washington.
Don't we have the band tonight?
The Fatback Boys.
Fatback Boys.
Yep. On this day in history, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina struck the U.S. Gulf Coast and devastated the area, especially New Orleans, which experienced catastrophic flooding after its levees were breached the following day.
Do you guys? I did not remember 1,800 people died in that. I did not remember it was that much.
I didn't either, but I guess I'm not totally surprised by that.
It was huge.
It was devastating.
Understand. I was trying to pull that up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'm certain that's what it was.
Well, it was obvious.
But I thought, gosh, I just don't remember it being that many. Yeah, 1,800.
Wow. No, I did not realize that. I'm not surprised, but didn't think about it.
What a disaster that was.
So,
hey, Michael Jackson was born this day in 1958.
Good for him.
He's no longer with us.
He's not.
You did not like the King of Pop?
Yeah. At the time, I was all in. Yeah, I was all in at the time. In hindsight, not as much.
Wait a minute. Netflix was born on this day in 1997.
Well,
Netflix.
In 97.
Blockbuster Video had a chance to say, let's just take these guys over.
And they did not.
They are not going to make it. Blockbuster said, Netflix, you're dreaming.
I think they did all right.
I think
I didn't know they were around that long. Netflix.
Well, they were doing DVDs. I mean, it was a mail order DVD.
DVD mail because that's what we used to do.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah.
And then they said streaming, and that kind of worked.
I remember thinking, I'm not streaming. I am not going to do that. That's just stupid. I can just get this DVD.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. How'd that work out for you?
It wasn't long before I thought, why am I using this stupid DVD when I can just stream it?
Do you got Peacock
But
yet?
I lived in the I lived in the country. I barely had dial-up. I wasn't going to stream anything.
Watching TV on dial-up would be a difficult thing.
You'd never finish a show.
You would never start a show.
You'd just be thinking.
You'd just be watching the spinning circle. All right, time for bed.
Now that was fun.
All right.
That's almost what we had this morning on today's show.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, you could have seen it. She couldn't hurt us.
All right.
Here's the thinker. If you suck at playing the trumpet, that's probably why.
You can't do both. That's all there is. I got it. It took me a minute, but I get it.
But you got it.
But I got it.
All right.
There's a test on this tomorrow, everybody. Thank you all for joining on the screen. Thank you all for listening that choose not to chime in. It's okay. Don't be afraid. We won't bite. You can chime in anytime you want.
As far as I know, Morning Bell's still at the Old Threshers grounds.
Oh yeah, Morning Bell's live at the Old Threshers. If you happen to be going down there, stop by and say hi to Mount Pleasant Mike and Sue. I don't know her well enough to call her anything but Sue.
That's Sue.
So stop by and see them. They have a booth somewhere at 803.
I think they've been different places, but whatever. They're around.
Nomads.
They are.
They're nomads. Hope everybody has a happy Thursday. We will be back tomorrow morning at 7:15. We'll see you then.